Sunday in Portland in order to secure the 3 seed. And I know the Lakers have gone 10-7 against the top teams in the West. That is certainly a testament to what they can do when they play their best. But when they don't bring their A game, they've gotten themselves into some trouble this year. So I was talking to Dorian Finney-Smith in Dallas the other night about this, and he said, listen, we're just talking about we got to stay locked in to get one more win. And then we're buying ourselves a couple extra days rest. We can play the end of the bench guys in Portland on Sunday and really use the next 9-10 days to get ready for our first round opponent.
Yeah, this is one of those games you can't look ahead. You can't overlook your opponent no matter who is out on the floor. So we'll hold the pause, if you will, until after this game is finished. Dave McMenamin, thank you so much for stopping by FBA today. Y'all had to be on our show yesterday. The Lakers, they're 1 win away from being able to clinch the Pacific Division, or a Clippers loss tonight would also secure that spot. JJ Redick would be the first rookie head coach to win the division with the Lakers since Pat Riley did it in 81-82. That really sets the tone for Los Angeles heading into the postseason. But when you look at the Western Conference, bringing back in Perk and DDJ here, I'm going to start with you on this one, Perk. Who's the best matchup, do you think, for the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round?
I think the best matchup for the Lakers would most likely be the Denver Nuggets, to be honest with you.
I kind of agree.
With all they going through, I feel like JJ Redick has figured them out. And I think they have enough. Well, I know they have enough to actually beat them in the 7-game series. We don't know the status of Jamal Murray. We don't know when he's going to come back. And now when you look at the Nuggets, they're still trying to figure it out, right? New coach, the firing of their coach that they won the championship with, a lot of youth on the floor, still don't have a lot of faith in their three-point shooting. But I think they better stay away. The Nuggets don't want to see the Clippers or the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, I think, and as weird as it is to say, because we talked about the Denver Nuggets, DDJ, as the Lakers' kryptonite, and rightfully so for so many years. Since the AD Luka trade, and I'm thinking back to that game that they played right after the trade when they were in Denver and able to secure that win and get that boogeyman off their back, I think I might agree with Perk. Without Jamal Murray in particular, we don't know his status. I think it's Denver. What do you say? Unless it's the Grizzlies, but I don't think it's going to be
the Grizzlies aren't going to make it that far. I would have to agree. I mean, I would say it's anybody except for the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
You do not want to face them. I think that those teams match up well with the Lakers. I think they are not afraid to go into L.A. Of course, the Clippers are not afraid to go into L.A., but those teams are not afraid to come into crypto. I think those are bad matchups for the Lakers. But that leaves the Nuggets, which is a surprising thing for the Nuggets. When last time I was here, they had just beaten OKC. We were talking about the Nuggets as the second best team in the West and the most dangerous team against the Thunder. Now we're talking about them not being able to come out the first round against the Lakers. They have a new coach now. There's Jamal Murray being in flux. Jokic is still Jokic, but it's the way that they have fallen in this last month has been really shocking.
And by no means are we saying this would be an easy series at all. Whenever Nikola Jokic is on the floor, this would be a brawl for it all. But when you look at the most likely outcomes, it seems to me that Denver is the one that the Lakers should want to face the most. It's all going to come down. It could look like, of course, the Knicks were shorthanded in this one. No OG Anunoby, no Josh Hart, but things were chippy from the get.
This was a playoff-level basketball game already. I just wish the Knicks had their full team there, but this was still playoff intense.
What do we mention about that chippiness as Cade Cunningham tries to find his way through Jalen Brunson there? Just a little bit of back and forth, and it continues right here. Tough defense. This is what happens when these two teams link up. PJ Tucker, known for that intensity there. Dennis Schroeder can't help but smile. And then Cade Cunningham coming up, pulls up for three, and he needed to let everybody know. What's that team he is repping? Oh, yeah, it's Detroit basketball. Going ahead here to the fourth quarter now. 11:30 to go. Towns off the inbound, buries that long two-pointer there. So the Knicks, they take a 2-point lead. This was a good evening for Karl Anthony Towns, DDJ.
Yeah, he really came alive in that fourth quarter after a slow start, but he was really the Knicks' primary offense during that stretch.
He finished with 25 points, 10 rebounds, his 31st type of performance this season that ties him for the 5th most 25 and 10 games in Knicks history. But we still got some game to play. Cade Cunningham, there's something he likes about playing against New York, going to work there, flips it in. Pistons now take a 2-point lead. And then the Pistons up 1 here. Cunningham in the post again, gets to his spot and puts it in.
A little mouse in the house from Cade Cunningham. This dude knew how to get to his spot all night.
Once again, gets that mid-range jumper, gets that one to go. The Pistons extend their lead and get to the win in this one. The Pistons are now 3-1 against the New York Knicks this season. And if you're sleeping on Cade Cunningham, his play will be the nightmare that wakes you up. Just look at these numbers that the Pistons are having plenty of confidence, right, heading into the playoffs. There's an 85% chance, DDJ, that we are going to see the Pistons and the Knicks meeting up in this first round. The New York Knicks are a great basketball team. We did not see their full complement of players last night, but the Pistons could give them some trouble here in the first round.
They can give them some more than trouble. They could knock them out in that first round. This is a nightmare scenario for this New York Knicks team to be facing this Detroit Pistons squad. First of all, we got to talk about Cade Cunningham, as we just did. They're in a situation with as good as Brunson is, with as great as Karl Anthony Towns is, they will not have the best player on the court when they face Detroit Pistons. The best player on the court is going to be Cade Cunningham. We just saw what he did. 30 points average over the season, but that's not even including the 30-point blowout that they had. The last 3 games, he's averaged about 35 points. This dude knows how to get to his spot against those Knicks. It was mouse in the house all night. He knows how to slow that thing down, and then also he can get the ball to the bigs down low. He has just so many problems for that Knicks team defensively. Then on the other side, this Pistons squad is a top 10 defense since the All-Star break. They can cause a lot of trouble on that end as well.
We've talked about how they have the right infusion of young stars along with vets. It feels like they finally got all the pieces clicking at the right time, and they certainly play tough. JB Bickerstaff, of course, has playoff experience. I'm not sure I can go quite as far with you that they have the best player in this series. If Jalen Brunson is at his full complement, of course, he's been working his way back from injury here. For the Knicks to be able to put the Pistons away, what's going to come down to?
It's going to come down to Karl Anthony Towns to me. It's going to be about him being the guy that he was in that fourth quarter. He's averaging about 25 and 10 against this Pistons squad, but they're going to throw everybody at him. Duren is going to be at him. They're going to have Beef Stew coming after him.
Yep, and he loves that matchup.
Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to be a dominant force down low if they're going to have a shot, to beat this team.
Yeah, the Knicks face the Cavaliers tonight. The Cavaliers, Garland is probable. Mobley and Allen aren't even on the injury report, so we assume they're playing, but no Donovan Mitchell in this one as seeding continues to be jockeyed for around the association. What do you say? Let's go coast to coast. Check in on some of last night's action. We start with Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks. They had no issue against the shorthanded Pelicans. Milwaukee now won 6 straight games. Giannis had 28 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 0 turnovers. And then after the game, Giannis, he spoke about his recent success. Take a listen.
I feel like I'm having fun. That's all. I feel like I'm having fun. If I'm having fun, I'm competing, I'm in a good place. It doesn't matter how many minutes I play or what's in front of me. I just want to, have fun and compete.
So what does a having fun Giannis mean for the Bucks heading into the postseason?
This means that Giannis gives the Bucks a shot against anybody. I mean, he has had to pick up the pieces after this team does not have Dame Lillard, probably won't have him for at least the beginning of the playoffs. Giannis has taken over that responsibility, got everybody involved. The assists have been up, and he said, I'm going to put this team on my shoulder no matter who's missing. And
that's the biggest question mark. Will we see a fully healthy Milwaukee Bucks team? Next up, Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers. They also won their 6th straight. They defeated a Cavaliers team that was without Mitchell, Mobley, and Darius Garland. But hey, you got to beat who's in front of you, right? With the win, they secured home court in the first round. Perk, we're talking about Tyrese recording his 33rd.